Thank you. As part of my job, I teach rehab classes which qualify for NHS referrals for people with a variety of conditions, including life-changing, life-limiting and terminal illnesses. These include different types and stages of cancer, including terminal cancer, lungs and heart diseases, including degenerative terminal lung diseases, and neurological conditions such as stroke, Parkinson, dementia, Alzheimer, and multiple sclerosis. The classes I teach are managed together with the NHS by local charities, which are totally self-funded. Don't get any backhanders from council or anything else. They're totally self-funded. They look and hunt for grants, and they get their income from people who come to the classes. The classes run in local community centres during daytime hours in the week, in community centres where those halls would lie empty at those times because people are at work and children are at school, and hello, there's no congestion at those times of days. Because of their conditions, most of those people drive to the classes or get taken by a family member. And some of you may be surprised to hear that in spite of their conditions, they do not get a disability badge. So proximity to the venue is essential, and because of their condition, they would never go on a crowded bus and risk their health. Furthermore, because of their condition, for some of them, it would be extremely difficult, not to say impossible, to walk to the nearest bus station, let alone make it onto a bus. And for those people, the classes are vital and essential to their recovery, to maintaining a quality of life and independence, and being able to carry everyday tasks that most of us take for granted, like holding on to cutlery, having strength in your arms to lift the kettle and pour your hot drink. Yeah, so things that most of us take for granted. Also, for most of these people, the classes are the only social outlet of the week. So removing those classes from them would be catastrophic. Because of the nature of the illness, not all, but most of the people in my classes are older people. So they survive on state pension. Like I said, they don't automatically classify for a disabled badge. So that means they would not be able to afford to come to a class which is vital to their recovery. And even with a terminal illness like stage 4 cancer, those classes are still important because they help people to manage their pain caused by the medication and the inflammations of medications cause to their joints and their muscles, and also the pain of the terminal illness they're going through. So by not running the classes, not being able to come to classes, to afford to come to classes, their general health would deteriorate. Their symptoms would escalate, and they would come to an end of a natural life, potentially sooner than they could have by continuing coming to the class, let alone their mental health suffering because of the lack of what is potentially the only social outlet of the week. And the domino effect doesn't end there. The local charities who manage these classes together with the referrals they get from the NHS, if they don't get the income, potentially they could fold. So who would offer that activity then? The NHS just does 6 to 12 rehab courses, and then they pass them on to community rehab specialists like me. That link in the chain would disappear. And what of the community centres which are there to serve the community? They would not be able to fill up those halls during those times of day when kids are at school and people are at work. So the domino effect would be catastrophic. And my question to the GCP is this: what gives you the right to take into your hands the lives of people and put them in jeopardy? Because to some of the lovely people I work with, the congestion charge would mean exactly that, life-threatening. And nobody, and I mean nobody, has that right over any other human being's life.
So by hearing that, does the GCP care? Do the council care?